So what we're trying to do is save one little fish at a time. Actually, we're saving us. We're saving our food source. So I don't want to preach to you. It's going to be a great day, but anyway, there is some social significance to what you're doing today, and we're making great art. Citrix has stepped up, and they want to buy what you're going to create from little pieces of plastic today. Look at it. So now I'm going to introduce Susie. Susie is a publisher of Natural Awakening. Some of you may know the magazine, but she has plenty over there for you. It's been an inspiration for the community for how many years?
16 years now.
16 years. This is a free thing at Whole Foods and other places, and it's a. I'll let Susie tell you the rest. Anyway, Susie, it's all yours.
Thank you, Joan. And first of all, I wanted to thank everybody for choosing to come out here today to help support One Little Fish at a Time and Citrix in their policy. I love it. I really do appreciate you taking the opportunity to be part of this. This is what we're going to do today. Is I'm going to talk about why we're doing what we're doing, why I do what I do, and the process for how we're going to make this art project happen. So again, my name is Susie Q, as publisher of Natural Awakenings and also an artist. So about a month ago, we created this piece, which we titled The Jellies. This was a group of kids, mostly kids, that picked up plastic trash from the beach, just like you're going to be doing today, and they arranged it on this piece, and then I put the finishing touches on it, and we called it The Jellies. So the sign-in sheet, when you come back, there'll be a place for you to suggest a title for the piece that you're going to work on today. I always do the backgrounds, and today the background is this, Citrix. So what we're going to do is we're going to take all the white trash, small pieces, very small pieces, and cover the word Citrix with it. If we find some bright red pieces, and I know they're out there, we're going to use for the red dots, and then any of the darker pieces we're going to use for the background. But I will be here to help you with every step of the way. I've got the glue. It's going to be great fun. You get to figure out pretty much where you want to put it within the confines of how we're going to set it up. I also did another piece, and I'm going to show you essentially the idea of what it's going to look like when it's finished. And this is a piece called Day at the Beach, Morning at the Beach. And it is, again, one morning's worth of trash that was picked up from a group about the size of this group. So it's very doable. I'm going to share now some pieces. Some pieces that are samples. And I'd like to pass this around. This plastic, what happens to the plastic is that it gets very brittle and breaks into very small pieces, and it almost has this dust on the top. So I want you to be aware that when you're picking up, especially the older pieces of plastic, because they don't really biodegrade, they just turn into dust. And this, of course, is consumed by the fish, by the smaller critters in the ocean, and as Joan was saying, when you open them up, a lot of times there's plastic in the stomach. So it's really important that we pick up the small pieces, which helps everything else. So I've got some samples here of larger pieces of plastic, and you can see that this is going to be the stuff, thank you, this is going to be the kind of stuff that you're going to pick up today. Thank you so much. And we're not going to be using any cigarette butts for the project, but you feel welcome to pick them up. Here's another one, again, pretty small pieces. You'll find, little hair clips, all kinds of fun stuff. So why do I do this? I started just mostly just enjoying my walks on the beach. And as an artist, I always am thinking about, well, what can I do next with my art projects? I was already into doing environmental work, and my paintings were you know, to talk about climate change and pollution, landscapes, things of that sort. So I'm walking on the beach and I'm started to just pick up some of these pieces that were interesting to me. It's like, whoa, what is that? Where did that come from? And that started me in my collection, and I started cleaning it, sorting it, and it occurred to me along the way that I could make some mixed media pieces with the artwork. And as you saw when you came in, the big piece that I had here on display, that's called Conscious Evolution. And it's really about where are we going? Consciously, where are we going with this plastic? So it's really important that everybody can help to do their part to really create a better planet, leave this beach better than when you saw it this morning. So I do it because I love to do it, I'm making a difference, and I can help other people start to become a little bit more conscious about litter. Anything that you have in your hand, don't let it go except into a proper receptacle, you know, because anything, now in Florida, it's special because when it rains in Florida, and as we know, it rains a lot here, that the plastic floats, gets into the storm drains, and immediately goes into all of our canals. From the canals, because the ocean obviously is point zero, the lowest point, it is going to flow to the ocean. So everything from the high mountains, all that plastic is just coming downstream, and it ends up in our front yard, the beach. So I really appreciate, again, you all coming out here. And if anybody has any questions, let me know. When you come back in, you know, we'll have it all set up we'll have trays set up. You can sort it, and we'll have people helping you in that process. What do you want to put on the project, and what do you want to actually throw away?
Okay, I'm just going to interject. It's about 10 of 10 now. Mark, do we want to wait for others, or are we ready to deploy?
All right.
Okay, so we're going to take, let's say it's 10 of 10 now. I think at the most, let's say about quarter of 11. By a quarter of 11.